mid lane summoners next time around, as there's the headbutt pulverize out from Effort. Beryl spends a little bit of extra time up in the sky as Ghost is going to push out the cow one more time.
Play the safe top lane, but he simply doesn't die, and it gives them so many opportunities to get ahead.
Well, here's another headbutt pulve as Prince is going to hold Ghost up in the air a little bit longer as Effort. The Acathian Rain is starting to pile down.
That's where you need to find value out of this Graves pick, and if you don't, hold that thought.
Yeah, Effort taking a lot of damage. Blade Whirl.
Opportunity for Live Sandbox on the top objective.
Well, there's headbutt pulve onto Barrels, held up in the sky for quite a long time, but the dash out.
On anyone trying to rotate up.
Well, here's another engage from Effort. Gets over to the side as Barrel's going to knock him up. Ghost flashes away. Prince continuing to try and fight. Level 6 not yet hit. I mean, they're having some fun.
Yeah. Oh, Canyon.
Yeah, on fleek, getting a bit aggressive. We're going to have a look at this bottom side yet again as Beryl Grant exits the bottom lane on this top side.
They're making a play top side.
Yeah, Grand Entrance is good as they do find Effort. The Unbreakable Will does come down, but they're looking to try and get through it. Bladewell gets a lot of value against Ghost, who flashes in and grabs the first blood. Now Prince looking to try and turn it onto Canyon, but he just books it out of there. And the Graves does have the ulti if he does need to make a quick getaway, but first turret blood will go over to Live Sandbox in trade for the first blood that was picked up by Damwon Kia. That's an exhaust on to Summit though, as Khan trying to escape this one. I don't think he's going to be able to, as Meganar is going to come in if Summit needs it. He doesn't though. And the turrets are pretty healthy here on the side of Live Sandbox's base, as that's a shockwave. Pulls Canyon into the wall, but actually he probably would have wanted all of the displacement there, as there's the Grand Entrance onto Prince. Effort tries to follow up here, but
Canyon is nearby.
Yep, Khan setting himself up as well as Fate slightly zoned out by the Scion. Showmaker getting into position. We'll see whether the Scatter the Weeks actually work, as there's the Gnar onto Canyon, who has to flash to get himself out of the way. Shirley, not even... Oh, she does reset. Out of patience at the very end, as now it's going to be Khan that does find On Fleek. Gets snared up there just a little bit as Beryl in with the quickness. But doesn't he... Sorry again.
It's all right.
Well, no train available as Shirley going to act as a bit of a deterrent here for Live Sandbox. Well, I don't think should put on that much emphasis on this, as Effort is going to interrupt the decimating smash, but he just gets exploded. Popped like a balloon. Beryl gets out of there, has to flash to escape the shockwave, and now Canyon looking to try and tank as much as he can. Gets the heal from Ghost and escapes. Khan is just an immovable object in the front line. He gets walloped though. Can they actually focus him down? As there's the flash, decimating smash. Showmaker off to the side, getting zoned out by the rest of Live Sandbox. A big old Nara's Khan continues to stay alive, but there finally the trigger is pulled by Prince. Whirls the blades around and they lock down Ghost as well. Showmaker finds the backside as On Fleek is going to be taken out. And now Damwon Kia look to try and escape this one. Summit gets over to the side. Canyon at about 300 health. And Damwon Kia looking to escape. It was a one fight for Live Sandbox, as Summit looking to continue it here by the looks of things. As Canyon gets himself a little bit of a boot.
You're going to have so much speed to roam around the map. You're going to force teleports out. You're going to...
Oh, here's the quickness. Yeah, Bladewell not going to save you here, as Beryl's going to lock that one down himself by the hair on his chinny chin chin. Is now, you can see Canyon moving on in. On Fleek has to flash to get out of the pit, and Canyon just books it and says, all right, job done. Effort now over to the side. Beryl very, very low still, but sticking around. On Fleek gets into the pit, but it's Scion that locks down the Cloud Soul, and now the fight is on. Beryl still with no help in the backline, but it is going to be Live Sandbox that find themselves the fight. And even
or if Live Sandbox commit and try to fight you, you've got a tanky Khan in the front line to get away.
Oh man, he really has hit peak Udyr. That's a scat of the week that you can write home about, Showmaker. Very nicely done.
Like if On Fleek steps over the line for 1 second, he is dead.
Well, in comes the train as they are looking for Effort. Grand Entrance misses onto Prince, but the scat of the week doesn't. Effort still burning down just a little bit here. Had to use the ulti as now Canyon bides his time, waits for his opportunity. Killing more and more wards. Control ward there, spots Effort. He gets into the pit now, looking for the pulverize. Gets on into 2-4-man shockwave from Fate is massive, and Showmaker burns to death. The Scion grabs the Samira though. They don't have a lot of damage now as Ghost is untouched, but it's a huge Gnar into the backline, and Ghost is eradicated. Khan and Canyon, the two tanky boys, trying to do what they can. They might be able to escape, actually, because, of course, you know, Udyr runs extraordinarily quickly. Khan maybe not going to be quite so lucky as he does flash his way to get underneath this turret, but it looks like...
It's actually amazing. Like, this is what Live Sandbox needs to do. They need to be assertive and actually use these combos. But they're not able to turn this into...
Oh, we drifting. He finds both of them. Shockwave does collect a couple, but the quickness and Grand Entrance combo is too good. And despite the last team fight, despite the heroics from this mid laner, he is just going to be taken down by this.
You're not getting away. I said it from the beginning of the game, like that first fight we had on the Rift Herald, Ron Fleet got picked. Like, this comp has stickiness. You're going to get stuck. You're gonna
it's another train. This ulti cooldown thing, dude. Like, I didn't realize how good Cloud Soul was.
So good.
It's because of this gentleman right here on your screen. The huge mega tank Scion that just like, this train never going to be delayed, I promise you. All right, this is a Korean level train, not an Australian level train. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm waiting 3 minutes for mine, not 20. You know, as this Baron is absolutely dead. Like they don't have enough. Like they don't have the same amount of gold, but it just
okay.
It
Watch
looks
this.
so over.
All right, I want to watch this again. All right, look at effort. Over the wall, and then boom, flash in, balls on him. He gets a pulverize, and then it's a massive shockwave. But what happens here? Yeah, it's just the Scion.
Yeah, he just takes no damage. Look at this.
Oh man, and then it's just like, okay, we're turning around. Ghost has an insane killer instinct. This is still a one fight for Live Sandbox, but this is one of those moments where you feel like it's supposed to be an insta kill on everybody.
This was sick. Look at this. How?
Okay, you can't be here.
What? How does he get around?
This is what you know, Cadrill and Chronicle would call illegal.
Yes.
You're not allowed to be there. Not allowed. It's done.
That mean, like, I mean. That's what it is.
I want to see Canyon race, like Speed Racer in the Mach 5.
Yeah. Do you remember there used to be custom games he used to play as? I'm gonna have to hold that thought as Beryl goes in. He immediately gets Shockwave and obliterated. Canyon booping Summit off to the side as there's a killer instinct from Ghost. Man, feels like he hits his 1,000th kill, and now he's
in this game, right? And it still wasn't enough. I don't think you get 2 of those.
Can't handle it. He's just playing peekaboo as once again the train comes in. I can imagine like the frustration that you're feeling as well for Live Sandbox, because they have found exactly what they needed to do. A lot of their team fights have been beautiful, and then Canyon's like, it's irrelevant. Because he just, look at this. He knows exactly what's going on at all times. He's like the hyper-speed detective. The Nexus is far easier to kill than they are.
Summit, you can't flirt with Scion right now, man.
Well, effort. He's struggling himself as the quickness finds him. Grand Entrance going to be there as well. Shockwave lands onto Beryl once again.
The more they pull Live Sandbox to the top side of the map, the more value these super minions get on the bottom. As Canyon is like going all the way in. Can he tag the fountain?
Oh my god. Because you can't get on top of him, right?
No, you can't.
He's just way too fast.
They don't have enough lockdown to get him.
Okay. Finds that one, unfortunately. Doesn't win that game of quoits. Now Canyon running forward, running back, running forward, running back, running forward, running back. And
Canyon's playing tag.
And running forward again, and back. And Showmaker has now found Summit for a bit of real damage as in goes Ghost. What the heck was that? The quickness finds the backline. 4 members from Beryl. I take it all back. He dies, but it was beautiful. The Samira is now dead. Canyon's booping people left, right, and center. And Damwon Kira found the team fight finally. They lock up Fate. He's over the wall, but Canyon's there. He is taking a bit of real damage right now. It's a triple kill for the Nah. And in fact, Damwon Kia. And that was all just about Summit getting into that backline. I mean, we were focusing on the fact that, you know, the carries for Live Sandbox were getting stunned up. The Samira dies immediately, and then it just takes a little bit of extra time to try and get through Canyon and Khan if they actually stick around. As now, it's Live Sandbox's turn to get on top of this Baron. Canyon in the area, doesn't have flash, and not going to be able to make it into this pit on time, as now he's booking it, trying to escape, but he's not going to be able to. And it's
Khan didn't, so he thought he could stop the back, so maybe they could win the game. Either way, this is still win for Damwon.
Whoa, Summit found him, caught up to Summit, sorry, caught up to Showmaker. Well, 15 seconds until that Syndra is back up again, as now Effort going in with that headbutt. Ghost is going to be the one we need to look at. as Fate doesn't find the shockwave. Ghost now tries to get the big damage, but there's no Narstun into the wall. Ghost is frontlining for some reason, but does manage to get down into that GA. He pops back up. Khan has a shield the size of Narnia, and Ghost stays in there. A double kill now. Summit's dead. The Inferno trigger will not find it, and it's a quadra kill for Ghost to finish off this game.
What an incredible end to what was an insanely fun game, Atlas. 44 minutes here of absolute hilarity across the board. Wow, and that's the end of it. Ghost survives long enough in that fight, and finally he lives long enough to do the damage they couldn't do in the previous fight. And Damo and Kia, what a meme of a game.
장로 이제 끝나.
끝났다. 싸움 봐야 될 듯. 나이스. 우리 잡았다. 카이사 가져, 카이사. 이게.
나 가이드 거.
아, 나왔는데. 빼면서.
하나 풀 있다?
빼면서.
이길만해.
이긴 거. 3mm.
이겼다.
나이스.
나 바텀 잡았는데.
아 소리
괜찮아. 이게 용하고
이게 전력은 먹혔으면 안 되는데 그때 우리 수호도 없을 때 들고 다녀가지고 미안하다 연락하고 안 해봐가지고
이거 전령은 진짜 먹혔어.
진짜 미안
근데 뭐 미안할 필요가 없어.
다음 판 잘할 거야